LAT Property Show. Come, let us share our daily experiences. Hi guys, welcome to our today's episode on LAT Property Show. Today we are joined by a gentleman all the way from Zimbabwe who has come to share with us the stories that he comes across in the world of property. I met this gentleman on social media where he shared very important and vital information on people who are looking to invest or buy properties in the nation of Zimbabwe. Kundai, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, great to have you on LAT Property Show today.
Thank you.
Yes. How was your trip? I would ask.
It was amazing.
Is it?
You know, it's actually my first time to be in, what's the name of the Sept?
Santon, yes.
It's
Santon
Santon.
City, yes.
Santon City. It's for us, we read, you know, shown us, we read it as it is.
Word for word.
Santon.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Welcome
Of course,
to
I
the-
just came, I think I can say, yeah, it was dark, but everything that I was seeing, I believe it's something
It's
else.
the lights.
Yes, it's amazing.
Thank you, Kundai.
Yes.
I'm happy to have you on my show today. I was encouraged when I started following you. You shared real stories of people actually encouraging people how they can get land, how they can build houses. I've seen you sharing beautiful houses on your podcast and your pages. What inspired you to share such kind of information for free with people?
Yeah, thank you. You know what happened? There was a time I was doing a business. I was doing furniture. So there was a brother who is in the UK.
Yes.
He was communicating with me, and then he wanted to buy some furniture. And then we were doing everything. You know, he was choosing everything that he wanted, and then he gave an order, and then we manufactured the furniture.
Yeah.
And then after doing that, then he said we are done, and then he said you can deliver. And then I thought we were going to forward the Brugo or something. You understand?
With the quality of the furniture.
Yes, with everything that he had asked for, because he was asking for headboards, dining sets, you know, all these like. And then he said you are going Kwachu water.
All right.
I'm like, Kwachu water, like,
Mhm.
because I thought maybe he was saying maybe he is in Chiwota, he's
Alright.
coming. So that's what he,
Yes.
and he said, no, you are going to be delivering in Chiwota. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then we put everything in trucks, and then we went to Chiwota. And when we went there, I was actually with Biriot
Okay.
on that day.
Kevin Biriot.
Kevin Biriot.
Another YouTuber, very interesting gentleman.
Yes. So I was like, what? You know, I was surprised with what I saw there. I saw like it was everything, you know, like far much better in the traffic.
Wow.
Because I was seeing, you know, Vakumvura, you know, like everything was there. And then, you know, I was like, you know, these guys have got electricity, they've got water. And as for us, we are in Harare. Most of these things we actually don't have there. You understand? Like we wait maybe once a week or
Yes, to
something
get
like that.
electricity, you get to do
And I
your
was like,
ironing at the same
yes.
time and get to cook a fresh meal. Yes.
But these guys, they had everything, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
That's when I said, I need to talk to him. After delivering, I phoned him. I said, my brother, I saw your place.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like that. And I said to him, will you allow me to just shoot a video and then I just post?
Yes.
And then he said, oh, no problem, you can do it. Then he said, but I don't want to be in the video.
All right.
And then he said, I also, you don't need to mention my name.
Yes.
In the actual fact, I actually said to him, you know, if you are not comfortable with being in the video, it's okay. And if you don't want me to say who is the owner of this place, it's okay. Then he said, yeah, no worries, it's okay. Then I went back to Harare, and then I came back with my stuff, you know, getting ready. I took a video. And when I took the video, the day I went for shooting, I was with 2 YouTubers. I actually asked them to come. I said, guys, I need to take you to
Come,
this
let me
place.
show you something. Yes.
I went with Kelvin Birioti. I went with Tino Sparks.
All
There's
right.
another YouTuber, Tino Sparks.
Okay.
And then we did a video. And I posted the video. It went
Viral.
crazy.
Mhm.
People were calling me, and it got to more than 100,000 views in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
And people were saying, this type of content, this is unique. We've never
Yes.
seen anything like this. Because
Yes.
most of the time, people are used to social media,
Yes.
especially Zimbabwe social media.
Mhm. Yes.
It's like it's more everywhere.
Exactly.
So people were like, this is refreshing. Eh? Can you see? So I was like, oh, that's interesting. And some people started calling me saying, I saw that. Can you also come to my place as well?
All right.
Yes.
Also, that's when you go to find out there's actually more people
Yes.
owning this kind of property.
Yes, I started going, and there's a group on social media, on Facebook. I think it's Let's Build Rural Homes or something.
Okay. Yes.
I think the owner of that group, it has got almost 1 million people in that group.
Interesting.
So she actually came to me and she said, you know what, this content is exactly what we are looking for. We always post houses, but they are pictures.
Yes.
But now that with the way you present and everything, it
Mhm.
actually makes a lot of sense. Can we do something? I said, yes, we can do it. But of course, with contracts and
Yes.
these things, because there's always a cost involved.
Yes.
Because someone will say, I'm in Marondera or I'm in Mwenezi,
Yes.
and you have to go there.
Yes.
There's need for money,
Exactly.
traveling,
Mhm.
food,
Expenses,
all those things.
Mhm.
So, there were some issues
Okay.
with that. And then I said, let's find a sponsor.
Mhm.
And then there was no sponsor at that time. Because, when you're still starting,
Yes.
some people won't be
They
really
won't believe
understanding
me.
exactly what you're trying to do.
Yes.
So I said, okay, I'll use my own money.
Okay.
That's when I started using my own money. The impact that the video had.
Mhm.
I took the video. The next person we came, and then we did a video, and people, some would call me crying,
Oh my word.
crying like literal,
Yes.
saying I've never seen anything like that. I never thought that this is happening in our country. I always thought that Zimbabwe is dead. Like there's darkness. There's nothing there. And as for me also, it was also a wake-up call to me as well. It's like, so you can actually do this in the rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually do this, right?
Yes.
Because people started coming, and then some were doing projects, some were just building
Farming,
nice,
yes.
farming projects, farming projects.
Mm.
And the diaspora community got so interested, because the diaspora community, those are most the biggest number of people who are always thinking, Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe.
Because they haven't been there for a long time.
Yes. So someone is saying, now I want to do this. I have to do this.
Yes.
Yes. So that's how it started, and also the passion started growing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
All right. Yes. So just for the viewers, the reason why my interest was on Kundai, what he's sharing the information is he is focusing on people who are buying rural land, not urban land. It's rural land where people are building beautiful houses. Like he has mentioned that we are in Sandton City, Johannesburg in South Africa. People are building houses that you find in Sandton City in the rural land. The houses are beautiful. They are out of this world. If you follow his page, you will find these clips. He has shared them several times. He's shared a lot of videos where people, you can just not believe it. Let's take a short break. We'll be back. Welcome back. We are on LAT Property Show with Kundai Chitima, who has just traveled from Zimbabwe into the nation of South Africa. He is here to meet a lot of owners, tenants and people who were based in South Africa who were doing great things in the nation of SA and also doing great things in the nation of Zimbabwe. He is working closely with people who are in the diaspora looking to invest back in Africa. So if you're looking for land, if you're looking to invest, he is the guy on the ground to give you valuable information. I mean valuable information if you follow Kundai Chitima on his social media platforms that we're going to share with you at the end of this show. Kundai, you have been very inspiring, I would say, to me personally. I've been in South Africa and then sitting here and you're thinking, where do I start? I have saved this amount of money. It's either you purchase land or you build a house or you purchase a already built house, but the maths is not coming together at all. So after I started following you, I then realized, actually, okay, when you're looking at your figures, one has to die. Are you either going to get land and then build after, I don't know, in old age? Or are you going to then just eat the money? The people will say, if your money is not enough to buy a brick, just eat it. Just go drink your savannas, go get your red wine and forget about the problems of this world. But when I first met you on social media, I was very impressed. I got the courage to do amazing things. In my life personally, I'm working on a very important project. I wouldn't disclose early, but definitely you will find it very soon. You impress me. I would honestly want to share. I want to tell you that if people are not appreciating you yet, I'm here to appreciate you publicly. That you're changing people's lives. You're inspiring. You're giving hope to people who have lost hope. To say, people you called a human being who has done better enough if you're owning your own small piece of land, if you're owning something that calls your name, and then people, you get a little bit of respect from society, if you know what I mean. We've got different things that we expect to achieve in our lives. Happiness means two different things to two different people, but in our normal society, you only respect it in society if you own something that's a piece of land that's called in your name. And you've done that tirelessly, effortlessly, and you still do it. You share information with people. Just that you know that you have encouraged me. You've encouraged people that are close to me. I've shared that information with other people in the world. What are your goals with this drive? What do you expect to achieve as a human being, if I may ask?
All right. That's an interesting question, because sometimes I can answer it as personally, my own personal goals.
If you are happy to share.
And then you know, to people. Because the thing is, something happened. Like when you're talking about having the money, and then you decide what is it that you want that you're going to do, because it's supposed to be one thing. Not both.
It's not coming together at all.
I've got a friend. She was staying in South Africa. I don't know. I think she was in Cape Town or something like that. I don't know where she was, but you know, when you are in Zimbabwe, you just say South Africa. So she said she was a maid.
All right.
Yes. So she actually told me this other time that, you know, I want to relocate to Zimbabwe. And then when she came to Zimbabwe, I met her because she saw what I was doing online. And then she started telling me that I have managed to get some land in the rural areas, and I'm building.
All right.
And I was like, you are building? You're a maid. You've got a house.
Yes.
I was like, I need to see it. I remember I drove and we went to Mondoro. There's a video that I did.
Okay.
It's actually online.
All right.
I was in Mondoro. And in that video, I was talking to people. I actually said to them, you know, I usually do travel content. You know, I go to Victoria Falls, you know, like I just go to tourism places and showcase them.
Yes.
So in that video I was saying, you know, you are used to seeing me showing you this is Victoria Falls, this is this. But in this video I'm not gonna be showing you any of those nice places and stuff. I just want to show you something that is interesting that I saw. You understand? And then I was saying, there's something that is coming for each and every one of us. I think you've heard me saying that.
Yes.
Each and every one of us, there's something that is after us. And when I say that, some people say you are talking about death, and I'm like, no. Yeah, of course death is coming, but I'm talking about life. So life is coming to each and every one of us, and we are going to get old. Age is coming after us. So no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, it's gonna come a time when even if you are at work, they're going to say, now thank you for everything you've done for us in the past 40 years or 60 years. And then they're going to say, now we want your daughter or your son. We no longer want
fresh
you.
blood.
You're supposed to go and rest. You understand?
That's true. Yes.
So when that happens and you are not ready, I've seen people doing that. I've seen people, some people, do you know that there are people who die just after they...
High blood pressure,
yes,
stroke and everything.
Just after, you know, they just retire or they are forced to retire. I've seen people, I was in a certain organization.
All right. Okay.
In the government.
All right.
I was a civil servant.
All right.
Yes. So that's when I saw those things. You know, I was a civil servant soon after I was, soon after high school.
Oh, okay. All
yes,
right.
you know, just after high school,
yes, and
you
then
know.
you get into training and then
So I was around 19, 20 years, you know, you know.
All right.
So I would hear people saying, you know, this guy was told to retire. Because there are people who are actually told, you know what, they don't want to retire, but they're told, you know, your age, please come on.
Exactly.
Go and rest.
Yes.
And then a year or so later they die. Okay, so the thing is, so many people die because they were not prepared for things like old age and stuff. So as for me, I started thinking along those lines, and then I realized, you know what, even me, I'm also going to get old. Yes, one way or the other. Yes, it's not something that you say maybe as for me it's not going to come. Everyone. So what am I also going to be doing?
Yes.
That's why when I talk about these things, I talk about them with a lot of passion. This other time I was talking to a certain man. He's in his 50s.
Yes.
So he asked me a question. He said, Kundai, do you have something that you say, I wish I knew this when I was in my 20s? Because he said, when I look at you, you are in your 30s. So do you have something that you say, I wish I knew this maybe 10 years ago or more? And I said, yeah, of course, yes, a lot of things. Then he said, can you see me? I am around 50. Do you know that there are also things that I say, I wish I knew them when I was in my 30s?
Of course.
Then I said, yeah, it makes sense. Then he said, what I'm telling you now are the things that I wish someone told me when I was in my 30s. That is getting ready.
All right.
Getting ready for old age.
Yes.
You understand?
Getting ready for retirement.
Yes. He said, when you are in your 30s, whatever you do, let's not say you're going to die when you are 35 or 40. Let's just assume you are going to get to 70, 80 or something like that. So just give yourself time.
Yes.
You know, maybe at 50, when you're at 30, it means you are left with 20 years. That's the time when you are strong and you know.
Yes, you can do things for
yes,
yourself.
and that's why people say life begins at 40. So when you are almost 40, you are saying not counting down to death, but counting down to the time you have the strength to do all these things. So he said, considering the economy and everything, you know, things are not very good for most people. Yes. You can start by getting yourself some land, you know, in the rural areas. Of course, they say it's not buying land.
Of course, yes.
You're not buying land, but everyone has got the right to that land. You understand?
Yes.
They say you can go to you know, everyone has got an ID,
Okay.
and your ID has got that number.
Yes.
I'm not a legal expert, of course, but they said if you go to Kumusha Kwenyu, you have right to land. You understand? So you can just go there, and then you follow the procedures, of course, all kinds of procedures that are, or you have to do due diligence.
Yes,
you make sure
course.
that you go through the process and everything.
Yes.
Right. So when you do that, it's not going to cost you money. You understand? And even building in rural areas,
Yes.
it's not going to cost you money. So whatever you do, make sure you've got your land. Because if you say you want to build a house in Sentence City, it's going to cost you a lot of money, and probably when you are in your 30s like me, I might not even think of saying I want to go and build a house in Sentence. You understand?
Yes.
But I can be having maybe $10,000, and when I have $10,000, I can go to the rural areas and build a nice house. You understand? So those are some of the things that I also say are also my goals as well.
All right.
Because all along, you know, I grew up in the rural areas. Like, I'm a rural boy.
Yes, all right.
I'm one of those people who said, whenever I get a chance to leave rural, I'll go
I'm not
forever.
going back there.
I'll never go back to the rural areas. You understand?
Okay.
But after seeing what I saw, now everything that I have
Your
seen,
mentality changed.
yes, I started seeing that, you know, this is the life. You understand? If you check even in Zimbabwe,
Yes.
most people, even the rich people, they are going to the rural areas in Zimbabwe. Most of those people that were in Borodale, you know, those nice places, most of them, they are in there. I'm actually in some groups where people are talking about rural life, rural everything. They're saying in this generation, even the food sometimes is not very healthy that we eat. You understand?
Yes.
They're encouraging us to eat the food that we have grown.
Yes.
You know everything that you
Yes.
put in that food. You make sure you do organic farming and everything. Yes. Some people can say, so you are saying if you eat organic, you're not going to die.
And you live longer.
You live longer, and also, you know what? It's better to die with your health.
Exactly.
You understand? Health is the most important thing.
Yeah, it is.
You understand?
Yes.
So yes, you are going to die. You know, or everyone is going to die. I've seen people. I've got some people who I know, some of my relatives, who died. Maybe I can say of old age, not because they had
They were very sick.
They were
could
like
not
they
take
just
care of them.
you know a situation where you eat, you know, you have your sons, you are talking to him nicely and everything, and then he just dies, and then you know he has got his teeth
Food.
full, you know, everything. He's okay, no problem, no anything, you know, no ailments, no nothing. He's okay. You understand? 80 something, maybe 90 something years old. You know that this guy, he died of old age. I don't know, of course, if there is something like that, but you know that
Yes,
you understand?
Vaona generations and generations.
In some of them, like third, fourth generation. You say, and you will also be saying it, like, you know, as for me, God has taken care of me, and I have seen this. I'm okay now. You understand? So it's because they were eating good. Yeah. So as for me, to answer the question now,
Yes.
I really want to try as much as I can to change and impact lives. Just like mine was also changed, because when I started seeing that it's possible to build in rural areas, it's possible to invest back in Africa.
Yes.
You understand? You know, they always say home will always be the best. Especially from I get calls almost every day of people saying, I want to come back home. To us who grew up in Africa, maybe our children who were born, you know, Amatuki, they were not born in Africa. They can say, I don't care about Africa because I was not born in Africa. But as for us, no matter where you go, Africa will always be home. So it will always be the best place to come and
invest back.
and invest back. So I will always encourage anyone to say, if you can always come back home and do something. And also me, I will make sure that I will invest also back home.
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Kundai. Viewers, there is you might have questions looking for more information on how to get in touch. Kundai does not give land, but he helps people with information on how, where, possibly sharing what others have done in the process of acquiring land back in Africa, mostly in Zimbabwe where he is. Those who would like to get in touch with Kundai will share the social media handles that he uses. You can always ask for more information to those who will be interested in investing back in Africa, mostly in Zimbabwe where he is based. Thank you for watching LAT Property Show today. We'll see you on our next episode. Cheers.